the STP Pontiac headed in the right direction. There is Jarrett with a little bit of body damage on that race car. The yellow comes out once again, and there's the damage to the Rick Wilson car, and a lot of break for Rick once again.
Yeah, a lot of damage done to that car.
Here's Dale nursing his car to pit road.
I know Rick Wilson must be so disappointed because he did have a car that could win this race today. And as I mentioned at the top of the show, grew up just an hour and a half away. This is his home racetrack.
Larry Pearson is also headed toward pit road, and he was involved in the look at this. Oh, it's definitely over for Rick Wilson.
Oh yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. He can't compare that car.
The guy who finished second last year here in the Pepsi 400, coming as close as he ever had to winning a Winston Cup race, wanted to trade positions and win this one, but the picture tells the story. He's trying to get that Kodak Oldsmobile behind pit wall and into his pit area, but it's a struggle to even...
Yeah, he's just trying to get to the pits. He doesn't know how much damage he has. Let's see, he's down on the inside of Larry Pearson in the middle of Darrell Walker in the 17 car goes by. Mark Martin on the outside, and Walker closes up on Larry Pearson, and Rick Wilson and Pearson hit, and that's what starts it all right there. The 16 car of Larry Pearson, the car on the right side of the screen, and Wilson and the yellow. What happened? I think is someone hit the Larry Pearson automobile and got him a little bit sideways, and he came down and nailed Rick in the right rear and put him, looks like, in the wall.
The crew surveying the damage to Rick's car, but it is definitely a terminal situation for the Oldsmobile. Let's go to Jack Jarrett, who has a comment on Wilson's run.
Well, the smoke has just filled the Kodak Oldsmobile's cockpit. Rick Wilson is finally getting himself out of the car. A tough afternoon for this youngster as Dale Earnhardt brings his car on the pit road for service as well. Wilson is out of it, but Dale Earnhardt's crew and Rick and Earnhardt are still in it. They are going around, changing tires, filling it up with fuel, as Davey Allison is also out. So this should be, barring any more cautions, the final stop for the lead contingent. And now will be decided on pit road. But Earnhardt is in for a very long time. They are completing their work on Dale Earnhardt's car. He moves it back in gear, and he is away. A long stop, but under the somewhat of a luxury of precaution, so they can make their final adjustments before we get down to the final few laps here in the Pepsi 400.
Something we've been talking about all day is track position. Dale Earnhardt came out with no more pit stops to go in terrible track position. Bob Jenkins, you think he can get to the front?
We will see what happens.
That's correct, right? All of those guys are still on the lead lap, right? Okay. No. No. When you want to get out of race?
ESPN Speed World today at Daytona International Speedway for the Pepsi 400. We're cautioned because of an accident over in turn number 2 that actually involved 5 cars. Now, nobody was hurt real badly, but we'll take a look at what happened.
We see the cars already, the wreck has already happened. Rick Wilson, the bright orange car, that's Larry Pearson, the white car. Harry Gant like a top, spinning round and round and round in the Skull Bandit. I don't think Harry made any serious contact with anyone, and I think that's Dale Jarrett. Now here we see Rick Wilson get together with Larry Pearson and Rick head on in the wall, folks. Now this is at 160, 70 miles an hour. He hits the wall head on. It just turned both cars right into the wall, and of course a tremendous amount of damage. Here's Richard Petty now spinning down on the inside.
And we'll take a look this time at real-time speed from the in-car Richard Petty.
Ooh, right in the back of Harry Gant. That's what caused Gant to spin around. I know Dale Jarrett was right on Richard Petty's bumper, and I guess that's how he got involved.
Well, one of those drivers involved who took a hard shot into the wall, Rick Wilson, and Jack Jarrett is with him.
Well, Rick Wilson, you took a 175-mile-an-hour impact into the concrete wall. What happened up there?
Well, you know, me and Darrell was running pretty good. The Kodak team Oldsmobile was running awful good today, and me and Darrell got hooked up and went down low. And there were some cars there, and we were coming off the corner real low and started moving up. And the next thing I knew, somebody caught me in the right rear quarter panel and just turned me in the wall. You know, I think we had a race, you know, a car that we could have won the race with. We didn't have to come in the pit anymore. It was just a deal where we could stay out.